Hey guys and girls, all of my ReZero fans of the Too Lazy for Life anime reaction community. How are you all doing today? Your boy's back with another episode of ReZero Season 2. You know what time it is? Pain and suffering time. I pray that this episode is not gonna emotionally PTSD, nuclear bomb, atomic bomb, hydrogen bomb, destroy me, disintegrate me into atoms. You already saw what I was like by the end of the last episode. You already saw what the last episode did to me. It completely fucking plowed me and then some. I pray that this episode's not gonna be too emotionally strong. I hope this episode's not gonna be too emotionally tense. It's not gonna be too fucking painful. But let's be honest, it's ReZero. It's season 2, might I add. You don't pain? Huh? You don't want crying? The show's like, sorry, that's not what you signed up for. That's not in the contract. Here, have another painful episode for you. I'm sure you enjoy it. So, yeah, last episode, Emilia went through her trial, right, of an unthinkable present of a life where she gets to live in blissful ignorance happily ever after with Kirito-kun and with her mother, Fortuna. And she passed it, made Echidna cry, made me cry. That was, I mean, yeah, there was also the part at the beginning, I mean, Garfield versus Elsa and whatnot, yeah, but that really didn't go on for a whole lot. I guess that's what this episode might be about. And Subaru, right, having to deal with Betty. We got a lot left to go. We got a lot left to deal with. We got three episodes left to stop Elsa and Meili, get them to retreat. Or yeah, right. I highly doubt Elsa's gonna fucking die. I mean, did you see fucking Garfield just plow fucking Elsa's face across the side of a wall, and Elsa literally just was not phased at all? That's a fucking joke. Her plot armor is about as big as her fucking 2 massive Jupiter-sized planets stitched, hanging off of her chest, stitched onto her chest. She just doesn't fucking die. Okay, she's invincible. I don't know what the fuck kind of... well, anime logic, right? The less clothing you wear, the more protected you are. Well, I mean, you clearly look at Elsa's fucking clothing. No wonder she's fucking invincible. And then Meili, I mean, highly doubt she's gonna die. So, yeah, more, if I had to have a guess, if I had to bet, Garfield just has to make the two of them retreat once again, like Team Rocket blasting off again, and you have to go back to the drawing board, have to go find another means of assassinating Subaru and the gang. Okay, and you have also Roswald, right? Roswald versus Ram, Roswald versus Ram, about how to stop the Black Book from further leading Roswald down the path of chaos, right? So Ram's there to try and stop Roswald and probably try to get rid of his Black Book. And then you have Betty and Subaru trying to save Betty, get her out of the get her out of the office. You got Emilia's final trial. How are we gonna cover all of this in 20? How are we gonna cover all of this in 3 episodes? I'm very, very concerned as to how the fuck we're gonna do that. I'm intrigued. Oh right, and you also got the bunny, huh? The bunny. Are we seriously not gonna? Are you guys? No one's spoiled this yet for me. So are you seriously gonna tell me that this fucking sanctuary thing is actually not gonna be completed by the end of this season, and we're gonna still go on with it in season 3 if there ever is gonna be one? I don't know how you're gonna cover this in 3 episodes. Okay, like, in my mind, I can't simulate it. Okay, so episode 23 now, guys. Let's hope this episode isn't gonna be too harsh on me. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh wow, no opening again. Oh! Oh! What? What? Okay, is that plot armor? I thought Garfield just gouged out her eye. I thought this would have been karma. Okay, karma for her poking out Subaru's eye, and then here's fucking Garfield poking out Elsa's eye. Make use of unparalleled knowledge from another world. Let me show you, let me introduce you to something called guns. This is an AK-47, ma beast. You ain't got shit on my AK-47. He's just standing there like, that's it? Is that all you got? Oh! Hey, it's all that oil that Otto couldn't sell. I think that's not really a good idea. Did that kill it? I hope so. Oh, he's going after Betty, isn't he? I can't escape with you guys. There's still a 400-year-old lolly trapped in this mansion that I have to... Behold, a future of disaster. It's one of many possible futures. Doctor Strange, I have seen the 31 million possible outcomes. This is the only one where we win. My precious granddaughter. Oh shit. Teasers. I can't read them all, but they're possible teasers and all of these. Oh! Would you like to eat one? You will regret reaching out so readily. You don't know what those cookies are made of. He doesn't want to see you. Echidna right now moping, molding back in her bedroom. She had a terrible time in the trial. I saw a lot of very sad worlds. It's only a possible, exactly. Okay. She didn't show you all the happy futures. Oh. Oh. Oi, why? Oi, tell me more. My mother is Fortuna. This is like fucking Harry Potter. Huh? Where Harry doesn't know that everybody else in the world fucking knew his parents, knew about Voldemort. They were all in on it. They were all one happy family of some kind of council against the Dark Lord, the Sith Lord of Chaos. And they all met their untimely end. And then Harry has to piece together the mysteries of his past and all these deceased, now legendary characters that all perished against the fight against the Dark Lord, the Sith Lord of Chaos. Oh shit! Her body is still there! What? Oh, come on, don't show me that again. Is that it? The sanctuary is... Oh! Ooh. I guess Ram versus Rosval didn't end too well. Oh. Oh, that's your sister. Yeah, that's it. Aim for the little girl. You got it. Foul play. Elsa can't fight at full strength when all you're gonna do is just keep bullying her little sister. The final showdown. Titties versus Garfield. Or titties versus lasagna. Ah! Ah! What the? Ah! Just go. Holy shit! Oh! Oh my god! What the fuck? He literally just mauled and fucking caved off the whole side of her face. My wounds heal. Yeah. What are you, a fucking titan? Are you a titan shifter with that level of fucking healing power? Vampire? One of the witches was a vampire a long time ago. No way! Is that Pandora? I mean, Pandora was the same, right? You couldn't kill her. But Pandora's not dead. Wow, we're getting a... Since I was a little girl... Aww. So she's just a sad victim of getting plowed by an ugly bastard. Well, I mean, she did steal from a shop once, but hey, she was an urchin. You know. Already a girl I like. I ain't got time for some psycho bitch. Damn! Holy shit! Bro, this is hype. You let your guard down. Oh! Oh! I was gonna say the sexual tension between these two. Let's fuck. Well, I mean, they're doing it right now. Holy shit, they beat me to it. Ah! What is this, Vor? Is this the tag? What, the tag's Vor or some shit? Holy shit, look at all those titties. Holy shit! Oh, he's just throwing the whole fucking hippo on her. Ah! No! No! Oh, no, I still got... Oh, no, okay. False. Hold... Holy shit, we covered 3 things this episode. Huh? The trial, Garfield versus Elsa, and now we're doing Ram versus...
スバル君と喧嘩して気落ちしているエミリア様とあなたとの契約に細工するくらいはたやすい。君はリアにへこたれたままでいてほしかった。その分だと契約以前のことを思い出したのかな。君によく似た喋り方の男のことは思い出した。傷を覚えておくためか、それとも戒めかな。君のあり方にケチはつけないよ。ただ。 なんです。ベティが悲しむね、ロズワール。うる。
I took that personally.
君には悲願を、同族の王法を叶え、幸せになってもらいたかった。ラム。 ですがラムはロズワール様を愛しています。どうかされましたか。ラムは今あなたを愛しています。一体誰がそんな安っぽい感情を信じる。 小細工を。
What? Oh, you're... How many is that now? 3, 4 credits! Roll them fucking trailer movie, end of the movie, credit roll! Credits! Holy shit! Oh. 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 Ah! 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 It's all over my head. Ah! Shit! Ah! 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 You see what I spoke too soon again, didn't I? Hey, you remember what I said at the start of the episode, the last episode? I was like, please, I can't take this pain anymore. No more crying. No more sad episode. Can I please take a break? And then ReZero's like, Pepe laugh. He lacks the critical information. Pepe laugh. He doesn't know. Pepe laugh. Ram isn't dead, right? Please. Okay, I honestly couldn't care less if someone spoiled me right now. I'm going on to the next episode. So I don't. Yeah. So forget what I just said right there. I mean, you can spoil me in the comments if you want, but I'm probably gonna find out next episode or in the next episode after that whether Ram's dead or not. Please, please, Ram's not dead, right? At the time of right now, after just finishing episode 23, please. Don't tell me Ram is dead. You know how was it Sattler or when Subaru was in the Witch's Tea Party? They're like, you can't save everybody, Subaru. That's not what it means to be a champion of justice. To save one person means to not save another. If you try to save everybody, in the end you will end up saving nobody. You're gonna have to eventually come to that point in the story where you have to make a hard decision, a hard choice. You're gonna have to choose who you want to save. That's foreshadowing if I've ever seen it. Okay, they're literally spelling it out to you. Okay, the harsh reality, the harsh truth of the fact that you can't save everyone. This isn't some happy Disney, fantasy, Pixar movie where everyone gets to live happily ever after. There are gonna have to be some sacrifices along the way for Subaru to reach his end goal of seeing Emilia happy once and for all. So I honestly don't know whether some of these main characters further on down the line are going to actually get sacrificed. They're going to get killed off. I don't know whether the writer... I mean, let's face it. This show has the balls to do so many things. This show has been emotionally destroying me, okay, so far in all of season 1 and 2. And we haven't really lost any of our main characters, right? We've lost them in alternate timelines, which makes you wonder, why do you cry over somebody that you know is still alive in the canon main story timeline? But here's all these other side stories. Here's all these other, bad endings that we can explore every single one of your favorite characters suffering and meeting untimely, horrible, gruesome deaths in to just hurt you some more. Okay, you know that they're still alive, but we'll show you them dead somewhere else so that, you still feel pain in some way. But we've never really considered whether somebody is truly gonna die in the main storyline. And they've already started to lay down the brickwork, the foundation works, as to the possibility of that happening eventually. Okay, where Subaru's gonna have to let someone go. So is this it? Is this where it starts? Is Ram dead? Like I said, I'm going to find out in a couple of episodes' time, but right here, imagine if I couldn't have done this. This is like Attack on Titan. How the fuck does anybody watch this seasonally? I'm binging this and it hurts. How could you watch this seasonally and end on an episode like, this is like episode 15 of season 1. This is like episode 18 of season 1. This is like all the Emilia episodes of season 1, 2. This season is Attack on Titan levels of cliffhanger, emotional devastation, and then cut you off, cock block you, okay, blue ball you for the next 6 or 7 days till the next episode. How could you possibly end the day, end the week, okay, on that episode, and you wait a week for that ending? I can't even wait. I'm gonna jump into the next episode after this. I can't wait for that. Are you having a laugh? You end the episode on Ram looking at, us or looking at something, but it's a POV, looking at her face. Oh my god, that last shot's the thumbnail right there. That last shot, I was emotionally broken throughout the entirety of that last segment of this episode. But when I saw Ram's face looking like that, just blood stained, blood just flowing, pouring down from her face, pouring out of her mouth, just that look of like sadness but content, okay? Just there's so many emotions you can interpret and convey from just the way Ram looked in that final shot before she then did her like happy, blissful, finally at peace smile that the job was done. And then there was a flaming meteor, a flaming fireball from Roswald coming right up her fucking backside and then blew her to bits. And then, fourth time. Is this like the fifth time in a row now in this show? Roll credits! Hey, look, your favorite character's dead. Roll credits! Fade to black movie. Roll credits! Oh shit! ReZero with the traumatic credit roll with the song playing in the background. That song. Let's talk about that song. I gotta go find that song. That song is like a bucket of pain. That song killed me from the moment it started. I mean, the moment it started, I was like, oh, cool, a new song. It's like we haven't had enough of these so far in this show. Another cool insert song. And then suddenly Ram's like, Roswald, I love you. And in that Sakuga shot of her holding her hands together, looking so angelic, and with the song playing in the background, I just started... Like I said, I'm still recovering from the previous episode, guys, okay? I'm still very, very emotionally unstable, emotionally vulnerable and broken right now. PTSD trauma has never been so high, okay? Tensions are high, okay? And then suddenly Roswald there with the gobsmacked reaction, like, how could you say such a thing? After everything I've done to you, you should hate me. You'd want to kill me, right? You love me? And then, Roswald's still trying to hopelessly cling on to the past of tasting Echidna's moist, creamy tongue and her fucking lips. Like, well, I mean, at least his great-great-great-great-great-granddad did. And then that memory and all of that experience passed down into this current Roswald's body. So he's still tasting his great-granddad's fucking experience of tasting, sucking on Echidna's tongue, and he wants more, man. It's like a drug. It's like ecstasy. He can't get enough. He wants to drink more of Echidna's fucking bodily fluids straight from the source. So he's still clinging on to the past, refusing to move on. But meanwhile, he's here conflicted. It's like, oh, I got this new waifu now, Ram, who says she loves me. And then from the way Roswald responded to Ram's confession and the way he was talking about it, like it was so obvious. He was coping real hard. Okay, Roswald was really huffing and puffing that copium right there. He sounded and he looked so desperate. You can see Roswald right now is a very desperate man. He's backed into a corner. He's just trying to do everything he can. Like everyone says, he's very delusional right now. He's both desperate and delusional. He's trying very hard to just cling on to that past of that happy time where him, Betty, Ryuzu, Echidna, they were all living in the forest happily as a family, and then everything got taken from them. And the last remaining trace, the last remaining remembrance that Roswald has to remember and to... it's like a piece of Echidna. The last piece of Echidna Roswald has to cling on to for all of these years was that tome. And that tome had not been doing him any good. Roswald's just been sitting there loathing, okay, brooding, just self-circulating all these negative, destructive, insidious thoughts regarding with this tome and his previous life with Echidna. And it's just been wearing away his sanity, his mental health. That tome represented his past that he needed to let go. Alright, he has a very toxic relationship right now with that tome, aka the representative of his past. So when Ram finally managed to snatch that tome from Roswald, and then just the way she did it was like just like that. He was like, oh, there you go, there's your tome. Okay, she literally just just chucked it, right, chuck it out the window. It's like when your windows next to you open and you got a piece of rubbish that you want to get rid of that you don't want anybody to see. So like, just throw it to the side. All right, Ram just literally just yeeted, just chucked, okay, tossed that fucking tome into the fire. And that there you go. Ram did you a favor, Roswald. You can't let go of your horrible, troubled past. Okay, you keep sitting there brooding over it. Ram did you a favor. She helped you cut ties, cut all relationships, cut all connections to your sad past that you don't have to look at and dwell on any further. Okay, that tome landing in the fire and incinerating and disintegrating was a key moment there for Roswald. Okay, a very key coveted moment in the development, the advancement, the progress of Roswald and I guess Ram and everybody. That tome disintegrating means that Roswald can finally learn to move forward, if he can learn to move forward. Okay, Ram has severed Roswald from his insidious past. So, at the cost of her life, I guess. But we're gonna have to wait and see in the next episode whether she really is dead. Okay. So, this episode, I'm giving this episode like a 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the best episodes of ReZero I've seen to date. And granted, I've given a lot of episodes so far for ReZero. Okay, a 10 out of 10. But this one is this one's fucking this episode I would say is probably one of the best in the entire season 1 and 2 of the entirety of these the entirety of the 50 episode series that is out available right now of this anime. This episode is an absolute pacing biblical feat of a masterpiece. Okay, this episode I will use probably till the end of time, okay, as a shining beacon of an example of what it means to pace something to a godlike standard. You've got 29 and 31 second minutes, okay, worth of an episode to fill out, and you somehow manage to cram Emilia's third and final trial and the breaking of the sanctuary's barrier, the freeing of the sanctuary. You've got Elsa versus Garfield, and you've got Ram versus Roswald, and all three of them went to completion. It's not like you dabble in a little bit here and there, you cycle between the three here and there, but no three of them ever, got to an end and you have to wait till the next episode to continue on with it. No, they, like, okay, so the sanctuary's been free. Emilia's completed the trial. Elsa has been... We'll talk about Elsa in a minute. Elsa's been defeated. Roswald and Ram. We've only got Saving Betty left. And the rabbit. We got 2 episodes left. Saving Betty, next episode. Rabbit, next... Holy shit. We actually did it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We actually are going to finish every single quest, every single thing that Subaru needs to complete in this sanctuary arc, this mega loop. I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna wrap up this whole arc by the end of this season. That's incredible. This fucking episode tied up 3 whole problems Subaru had to deal with, and I didn't feel rushed. I was worried. Like, I was thinking, we're jumping from one thing to another. We're solving all the problems in this episode. This is gonna be a bit rushed, don't you think? No. The Emilia trial, perfect. Like, and then she met with fucking Minerva. That was perfectly fine. I felt no pacing issues with that. And then the Garfield versus Elsa fight, that was fucking hype. Holy shit. And I don't think... I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, Elsa's fucking, like, backstory was a little bit kind of, I was a little bit rushed. I'm not gonna lie. Where was the part where she was talking about, yeah, I was abandoned as a child. I hurt people. I stole from them every day. And then there was this... Since I was a girl, he took my clothes. Oh! I didn't even read the whole sub... Okay, we're going to talk about that later. Oh, my neurons are activating, man, because you just look... we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to keep that on screen. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so just... Yeah, sure, okay. Elsa's backstory was virtually non-existent. It was just her standing there giving a little bit of a story time monologue. okay, about her time back as a kid before she became the current bow hunter assassin that she's known for today. But hey, you know, whatever, there's a little minor thing. And then the Garfield versus Elsa final showdown. That was fucking insane, man. Okay, so we're going to go through each of these things one by one in detail. Okay, I'm just giving you guys a brief run through about the pacing so far this episode. And then finally, you had the Ram versus Roswell fight, which, like, let's be honest, I thought I was going to make it through to the end of this fucking episode and we weren't going to cry. I thought, holy shit, action-packed hype episode for once. Wow, I'm not going to need to feel pain for once. I can finally chill out and just spurg out and hype for once for an episode of ReZero. The show's like, nope. Here you go. We're going to wrap up the episode with one hell of an Oscar award, a nominee, Academy Award nominee award-winning performance right there of a final segment of Roswell versus Ram. And we're going to put in this insert song out of nowhere. And then we're going to kill Ram at the end, okay, in such a... It was like such a poetic way and such a dramatic and such... The way that the choreography and the choice of scenery and just, like I said, Ram's final shot of her looking all bloodied up and then her final content, happy, peaceful smile. Like she knows she's about to die, but she can now rest in peace knowing that she helped sever Roswell's troubled past from Roswell once and for all, and Roswell can finally learn to move on, hopefully. And then she dies, and then it cuts to the rolling end credits. By the way, did I not reiterate again for the 100th time? This all happened in the span of a single episode. I'm amazed. That's incredible. This is like Studio Wit Attack on Titan level of fucking storytelling. ReZero, like, I've given ReZero so far a 10 out of 10. Okay, from all of season 1. Season 2's blown season 1 out of the water. It's 100 out of 10. This episode, this is literally, like I said, this is literally the second coming of Jesus. This is literally the second coming of Attack on Titan once again. I am able to live through a show that somehow is able to just keep one-upping itself episode after episode, even though I've already given it a 10 out of 10, but it's still one-upping itself. And then you sit here wondering, how can it get any better? It's like Attack on Titan Season 1. How can it get any better? And then you get onto Season 2, and then you get onto Episode 6 of Season 2, and I'm like, oh, this show's amazing. And then you get onto Episode 7, when the Colossal gets dropped on Eren's head, the cliffhanger. And then you go onto Season 3, it's like, how did this get any better? And then you see it like Season 3. It speaks volumes for itself. Still rated as like the second highest anime of all time on my anime list or whatever. The final season, no, not the final season, season 3 part 2. Season 3 part 2 is like, how could this get any better? And then even the final season part 1, it was still blowing my mind, and you're still sitting here 90 episodes into the show, still with your hands on your head, doing the Jackie Chan, ooh, what the ooh, meme face. Like, how can this get any better? And it still keeps getting better. And you can't give it any more 10 out of 10s, but it still keeps getting better. That's ReZero right now. I can't give this show enough praise, okay? This show so far is a biblical fucking masterpiece, okay? I've still got 2 episodes left to go, but this episode so far is like in my top 5. It's fucking amazing. This episode is incredible. Well, I mean, it was good already for the Emilia part and the Elsa part, but the Ram part at the end with the rolling credits and the insert song, that completes it. That makes this episode go from great to iconic to historical. This episode's fucking incredible. Okay, so right, we're gonna now go in chronological order throughout this episode. I'll tell you, holy shit, it's 53-minute recording, and now I'm gonna tell you about the episode. Gonna be here for a while, guys. Definitely another hour-long episode recording. Right, so the first thing, Emilia completed the final trial. She gets bullied by Echidna, being shown all of these alternate future possible timelines of a future that might happen, but she doesn't get shown all of the happy, alternate timelines. Echidna's just trying to break her down, but showing her all the negative ones only. She's selectively cherry-picking all of the bad endings, okay, to try and break Emilia. But Emilia's like, I'm onto you, bitch. I ain't getting fooled by that shit, okay? And, she passed. She ended up back at fucking the witch's Windows 98, Windows XP homepage, and then she met Minerva. Minerva knows something about Emilia that we don't. She knows something about Emilia's parents that we don't. She's like fucking Snape. She's like Dumbledore. She's like every other fucking character wizard from Hogwarts and Harry Potter that knew Harry's parents, okay? Before Harry even knew who the fucking teachers were, okay? So there's a lot of mystery still with these witches and the dark past of Emilia's family and everything to do with Emilia and Sattler and whatever. I don't know what it is. Okay, but yeah, that part, very, very cool. Okay, very, very, very nice. And then we move on to Elsa versus Garfield. Oh man, you know what I said about, I thought they were just gonna retreat. She's dead. Elsa's dead. Okay, holy shit, that's it. She's gone. I thought she was gonna last a little bit longer in this show, but I mean, you know, she's been around for quite a while. I mean, she's left quite an impression on everybody. Okay, her two massive Jupiter-sized planet mommy milker melons have left quite the impression on everybody. It's like that meme, right, from SpongeBob where somebody sat on Squidward's face, and then you see the two massive like meteor crater imprints, the two massive depression, you know, imprints. 3D printed, 3D pressed into fucking Squidward's face. Okay, that's basically me. Elsa has left an impression on me like she's left an impression on everybody. Okay, her two massive mommy milkers just pressed in, like pressing your fists into kneading a lump of soft, okay, floured bakery bread dough. Okay, I've got two massive imprints now in my face of her two massive fucking titties. Elsa has left quite the impression now, okay? I think killing her off here, I'm okay with that. Alright, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of her and, you know, a little bit more of her interactions, okay? You know, we haven't really learnt a whole lot about her. She just shows up. She just shows up and then, you know, goes and starts, you know, acting like such a, you know, horny, thirsty, sadistic, masochistic fucking creep wanting to hunt people's bowels and, you know, jerk off to people's fucking intestines and, you know, touch herself at the very sight and the very thought of being able to, you know, play with people's innards and their blood. You know, she beats herself off every night. She butters her muffin every night thinking about touching people's fucking innards, intestines. Okay, that's all she's done this whole show. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more dimension to her other than the fact that she's clearly just dead. She's dead inside. She's a fucking psycho. Okay? Psycho bitch, as fucking Garfield calls her. Psycho bitch that has seemingly no emotions other than knowing how to just get off, jack off to fucking killing people. Okay? Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more exploration into her character. She seemed like so... Once again, another beautiful waifu in this show gone. Wasted. Subaru's mom, Emilia's mom, now fucking Elsa's gone. This show's got too many fucking waifus. Big titted, mommy milker waifus. And there's another one gone, dead. Okay, I'm gonna need to look up some more fucking Rule 34 Elsa research material later and go and, sucky, fucky, okay? Go and whack one out once again. Fat one out once again. Okay, to Elsa's massive fucking H-cup Jupiter-sized planets. I think I've beaten that point into death to you guys by now, alright? But yeah, Elsa died. I thought she was gonna retreat with Meili, but she's dead. She's gone. Okay, and now we're gonna go on to what she said about her backstory, huh? She used to be a poor orphan girl, urchin girl. And then one day a shop owner caught her stealing in his shop. And then the shop owner not just, you know, punished the girl, but decides to keep her for himself. And as the subtitles say right here, since I was a little girl, he took off both my clothes and my underclothes. And then you just see a shot of her just standing there in the blazing fire at her, just standing there, just with her chest sticking out, her massive fucking H-cup, I-cup, J-cup, massive Jupiter-sized milkers. And then she's saying, since I was a girl, he took off both my clothes and my underclothes. He took off also my underwear. He took off my panties. And then just staring at this Fucking Oneir-san, big-titted planet mommy milker bitch right here. Neuron activation! Over 9,000. My neurons are going into hyperdrive. Galaxy brain, galactic cosmos, universal brain levels of electrical thunderstorm in my head right now reading these subs. Alright, I'm gonna move on. Okay, I don't want to see these subs on my screen anymore. Okay, so that dude was railing Elsa every night against her will. No wonder she's now fucking dead inside and she's a psychopath. She got fucking plowed by some ugly bastard convenience store owner for all of her childhood, and then she finally lost it one day and killed him. And then I guess that feeling of happiness, that feeling of relief, that feeling of pleasure, of joy, of freedom that she felt when she stabbed that dude and touched his innards, okay, that event, that somehow just that invoked, okay, some kind of psychotic coping mechanism in Elsa that she now clings on for the rest of her life. She had been clinging on to for the rest of her life. She associates pleasure, happiness, whatever, with the very moment that she killed her rapist, her slave owner. She killed the person that had been tormenting her most of her entire child life. Okay, and that's the only happiness she knows. She's a very, very sick, mentally ill, twisted, warped kid up until her adult years. Okay, knowing only how to associate happiness with killing people, like how she killed that person that had been keeping her captive the whole time. It's very, very sad, to be honest. She's quite the forsaken female character. Okay, and then in the end, Garfield had to put a stop to her. You see the two of them biting each other on the floor, and then she was wrapping her whole fucking long, sexy ass fucking like thigh-high, tight, and high-heel stiletto leg around Garfield as the two of them were feasting on each other. The vor hentai right there. And then he fucking drops a hippo on her. He just drops a nuclear bomb. He just drops a fat fucking decapitated hippo corpse right on top of Elsa's head and then just pasted her all over the floor. Holy shit. Garfield, absolute boss. And then finally, we're going to move on now to... It's over an hour. We've got to wrap this up. Okay. Finally, you've got Roswald versus Ram. Okay, so... You know, Ram loves Roswald, which again, I still don't know how that ever happened, okay? So I guess Garfield is into NTR. I guess Garfield likes getting cut every time he now sees Ram fucking cuddle with Roswald, provided Ram isn't dead, okay? So Garfield has no chance with Ram now, because Ram is gonna fucking just want to suck Roswald's dick, not Garfield's dick. And anyway, Garfield's 14, so yeah, probably he never had a chance to begin with, okay? So, Ram confesses to Roswald, and then Roswald is now fighting Ram, and then Ram frees Roswald of that accursed book. And that final moment there where Roswald desperately, you see like the cut off under bottom of his face, how desperate he was running forward to get after that book. And then they go through like another flashback, photo album finish, collab montage, PowerPoint presentation, trip down memory lane, flashbacks, right, of all of the blissful, ignorant moments, the happy moments Roswald had with Echidna and Betty and Ryuzu, right, that are basically representative of his previous life, also representative of that book that Ram is about to toss into the fire. He's basically Roswald doesn't seem to understand how to keep his happy memories only in his head. He's associating his whole life with that book as the only physical remnants, lingering remain of his previous life with everybody. Okay, that's it. It's in that book. That book is his life. Okay, so when he was running to stop Ram from throwing the book in the fire, and all of those moments of his previous life were flashing before his eyes, that book going into the fire represents all of his happy memories with Echidna and the rest of his family in the forest going up in flames as well with that book. Very, very symbolic, very, very masterfully choreographed and adapted, and you know, the whole direction in which this episode and all the scenes were chosen and whatnot, they were masterfully done. This episode was amazing. Okay, so with that, it's over an hour long. I want to wrap this up, okay? 10 out of 10 episode. Fucking amazing. I'm emotionally broke. Well, I mean, I'm recovered now. I've been talking for like 45 minutes. Emotionally devastating by the end. I can't wait to see what the fucking next episode is going to be. It's going to be Subaru and Betty. Oh boy, let's not beat around the bush. I'm probably going to cry on that one as well. Let's fucking face it. Okay, so yeah, amazing episode. Yeah. I mean, great. Yeah. Emotionally devastating, but still, it's a good kind of pain. So with that, hope you guys have enjoyed the reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Join the Discord. Join the Patreon for the 100th time for the people that are still watching. Unsubbed. Don't like. Don't comment. Okay. Lecherous parasitic fucks. Okay. And then they fuck off without giving a flying fuck and then move on to the next reaction channel like, you know, the unfaithful, ungrateful whores that they are. Discord, if you've loved my interpretations, my analytics, okay, of your favorite show, ReZero. If you haven't had enough of me praising your favorite show, ReZero, yet, go show your support by joining my Discord server, okay? We're very, very active in there all week, all month, all year long. Link again given right down there in the video description and pinned comment down below on YouTube. And also join my Patreon, okay? Financially support your boy out as he continues to make content for you guys all year round, okay? I very much appreciate it. Big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me on Patreon. And last but not least, big massive shout outs once again to the Sloth Troopers, Tomato, Eden's Musketeer, Flawed Otaku, and Cookie. And also to the Supreme Sloth supporter, Zozo. Thank you guys so much. You're all absolutely freaking legends, alright? So guys, holy shit, an hour and 5-minute recording. Once again, ReZero, bringing out the longest videos on this channel that I've ever seen. Wow. That is it for episode 23. Hope you guys once again have enjoyed watching me suffer. I think this is probably one of the hardest cries I've done to any episode of ReZero. That ED credit roll was devastating to a whole new standard. Okay, so that is it. Hope you have enjoyed it. I'll see you all in a couple of days' time for episode 24 and maybe episode 25 if I feel like giving that to you. If the next episode, okay, is like over an hour long, then I'll probably give it to you the next week, okay? I'm not going to give you like 4 1-hour videos of ReZero in a week. That's just spoiling you guys too much. Okay, so with that having been said, I'll see you guys all in a couple of days' time. All right, guys? Catch you later.